Hey Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Capnclyde MTG, hanging out with my kitty Prince off to the side, and we are here to talk about Almond Kitty Cat. That's right, Amonkhet, where the cats came out. So remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below feeds the YouTube algorithm as we go to 1,000 subscribers. So help out any way you can, spread the news and spread the love. So tray tables and seat backs are full upright position, boys and girls, because here we go. So Amonkhet. So let's take a look at what some of the value is in this bad boy. So as you can see here, the highest price card is Anointed Procession. I remember when this card first came out, it was like $1 or two and nobody even cared. Now, because of Commander and other formats, this thing is on fire. So this is the highest price card, easily 30-40 bucks. Combat Celebrant. I remember when this thing wasn't worth anything but $1, sold all mine for $1 when they first came out. That was a mistake. And then we have Ronus the Indomitable. We have As Foretold, which became real big in Modern for those spells that cost nothing. Plague Belcher. Didn't know that was actually worth money. The Throne of the God Pharaoh. We have a Liliana. And then that's when the land cycle came out of the pools. Excuse me. Where we had dual lands that entered the battlefield tapped that had cycling. So it was decent. Visor was okay. Kind of funny that Bantu's Monument is an uncommon worth more than most of the rares and mythics in the set, as you can see here. So that's how the prices of the cards are breaking out. Doesn't seem too bad or too shabby. Packs are going for $9.95, basically $10 a piece. What that basically means is how much should a box cost? Well, 36 packs, we're talking $360. But the boxes themselves are actually selling for about $252. Apparently individual packs are a lot cheaper. Now, notice this also. Over here you can see that the market price is way below the actual one listing price of the one booster case that is available at 1800. We'll do a quick skimmy on where it's been like for the last year. You can see it's done nothing but go up. It's around the 1400 range. But this box of 6 is going to cost you 1800. So, why is that? Well, let's look at some things. Now, as always, before collector boosters. So these boxes are the only way you're going to get it, so it gives it a little bit of a premium. Also, there are lottery cards. And these sets with lottery cards are aging very, very well. So for example, the box here, looking like we got boxes going for like $252, is the cheapest as you're gonna get them, and it doesn't look like there's very many on the open market. Not gonna lie. So this is TCG player. So we're averaging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 17, 21, 3, 4, 2, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. We're about 42 boxes, boys. That's not a whole lot, as this price and market has aged well. You can see here back it's already went up a lot. It's come back down a little bit over the course of the last year. So what made this product a good product? Well, first off, guys, that's really simple. Lottery cards. The lottery cards that came out in the first Amonkhet set, which were known as Invocations, were just incredible. Now, with that said, the drawback to these Invocations were they were hard to read, and people didn't like them when they first came out. Now, even with that said, a lot of that has changed as the price of these Invocations have skyrocketed, because we thought they were going to do this forever, and they didn't. And we ended up with collector boosters instead, which we can get into that kind of topic later. But you may say to yourself, well, how good are the masterpieces that are actually, or I'm sorry, the Invocations that are actually in Amonkhet? Well, let's take a look, guys. Here's the Invocations in Amonkhet. Alright, so we have Austere Command. See, this is what I'm talking about. They're hard to read. We have an Aven Mind Sensor, Loyal Retainers, Containment Priest, Worship, Wrath of God. Kind of cool picture. Consecrated Sphinx, Counterbalance, which was always a good card, not as much played anymore. Counterspell, which is pretty. A great cryptic command. Probably the most beautiful days we've ever seen. We have a Divert. We have Force of Will, if you can believe that. Pact of Negation, another great one. Stifle, Spell Pierce. Um, I have no idea what this is. It's an enchantment that lets you destroy stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Dark Ritual, which was really cool. It looks like we have Entomb, Diabolic Intent, good old Mind Twist, Aggravated Assault, Chain Lightning, Maelstrom Pulse, rounded it out with the good old Vindicate, and these were the cards that really made the set worth money, were these invocations. So feel free to stop the uh, video anytime if you want to take a look at these, or you can always go hit up the Wizards website or anywhere else to see what they are, and maybe even be able to read them if you actually go into the translator. But anyway, as you can see, a lot of as much as this had it going for it, the real problem was people just wasn't really into this like they were with like the other premium cards. Um, which now looking back, I could see why I didn't like it. But now I do kind of like it. It kind of grew on me a little bit. But at the same time, hard to read. Not all the invocations were the best, but there were some sweet ones. So, what does that mean for the actual set altogether? Well, current box value of this set, if you were to open the box, is actually like 88 bucks, which compared to 250 is pretty cheap. But like I said before, the older the product gets, the more that actual box value versus cards you get out tends to separate. Also, invocation box value is around 108 to 110. So that's actually like half the price value of the box. I mean, it only raises it by 20 bucks, but if you get an invocation, that's already going to put you up 30, 40, maybe $50 or more um, off the price of the box. And with this card here, Anointed Possession being a rare, the odds you getting at least one is pretty high. So if you get an invocation plus this, you're probably going to pretty much seal up your box and get it paid for. And you're probably more often than not going to find two of these in your box. So with that said, I think these boxes are undervalued. So and we'll have the discussion again just to kind of recap it for those who may not have been on the other videos. The reason why the cases are so much higher than individual boxes is, like I mentioned before, with lottery cards, the case guarantees you at least two because the case is sealed, and it's about average about 2 to 3, one if you're really piss poor on your luck, of invocations or lottery cards per 6 boxes. On average 2, so let's just say 2 for good measure. So because of that, this times 6 is only, 12, 3, around this price range. But because these are individual boxes, you cannot guarantee that you will get invocations. And again, buying individual boxes almost guarantees that you won't. Now, I'm not saying people out there do this to scam people on purpose. However, I've seen LGSs and heard stories and witnessed it myself where some people, not even LGSs, like actual individual sellers, will open a case, and let's say they get lucky, they open 3 boxes, they get 2 invocations. They now know they will not get any more invocations on average. They may be an extra one, but to be safe, they sell the other 3 boxes and then just keep the 2 invocations, which only took 3 boxes to get, which raises their return because now they can sell the other boxes at a higher price. So by buying individual boxes, you really lower your chance of getting invocations unless you buy from a trusted source who has a untampered with case, who's not going to do something shady to you. So buyer beware on that as always. Now, with that said, I think this is a pretty well underpriced. People didn't like this product. It didn't come out well. Unfortunately, it didn't have an early cutoff like Dominaria did, even though it was popular. It still makes no sense to me from the previous video. So this box, I think, and because the invocations aren't as good, the box value here is probably going to go up a little slower. But here lately, over the last couple years, this price has almost doubled. So could you get in now and make you some money later? Yeah, probably. But I still think by the end of the year, this is only going to be maybe 300 to 350, because this tends to have a slow crawl up and then takes big jumps, and it's already taken a big jump to 250. So I think it may progress slower unless something gets real popular in this set, which, only time will tell. And also, if the boxes become almost impossible to get, that also may be a factor. But I'm saying anywhere from 3 to 350 by the end of the year. And I expect within 1 or 2 years later, we'll probably having the same kind of video once this box makes another giant leap up to $500, because I think it's really going to be going up in leaps and bounds and not as slow and gradual as most boxes do. So, with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I do appreciate it. Here's looking at you and your investing, and I hope you got some in the closet, because I know I wish I did. And until next time, be kind. And remember, I hope to see you across from the game table.